Hey everyone, welcome to the video. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, I truly appreciate it. Today, we're talking about bags slash purses. So I definitely don't consider myself a fashionista or fashion guru by any means, especially in like the last 5 years. My care about fashion has completely taken a dip. It's definitely not uncommon to see me out and about looking pretty much homeless in crummy sweatpants, crummy shoes, all that jazz, but then I'll have like a really nice, super fancy purse on. So I would say that's pretty much the only thing that I tend to dress up with now on a daily basis. But that being said, I have always had an affinity for handbags and purses. I think probably because they are that combination of form and function, which I really appreciate in art in general. So today I'm going to be sharing basically all of my favorite everyday small functional handbags, and then I actually have an unboxing, and then I'm going to show you guys how I organize them and kind of share like a what's in my bag type of thing. Over the past few years, I have really stuck to the same style. There's a few things that I always look for if I'm purchasing a new handbag. Over the past few years, I have also limited the amount of stuff that I carry with me, and I think a lot of people are on that same page now too. Since the pandemic especially, a lot more people are working from home, so they're not going into an office where they have to lug a bunch of stuff with them. So I like to keep my everyday bags at a pretty small size. I don't mean like those tiny little micro bags, which are cute, but obviously completely worthless when it comes to functionality. As per usual with pretty much in my life, especially my house, I go for form and function. Thank you to Teddy Blake for sending me the bag that I'm going to be unboxing today. This is actually my second collaboration with them. After they sent me that bag and I've started using it, it is my favorite handbag that I own, which is this one right here. I have used it really consistently. I absolutely love it. It's a perfect everyday bag. So since I love this one so much, I actually took it upon myself to reach out to them to see if they wanted to collaborate with me for another video because I love their bag so much. I also have a Michael Kors and a Kate Spade bag that I'm gonna be sharing that are part of my collection. So I'm gonna talk more about this one. That's my favorite. I use it pretty much every day. I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit, but let's unbox the one that they just sent me. It comes in this beautiful heavy duty box that has magnetic closure. I actually use the one from my other purse to store and organize different things inside of it. So it's a really nice box that you can reuse. So it's nice and wrapped in bubble wrap. I did choose a pink purse since summer is coming up. I usually like to use a colored bag. And of course, most of you know pink is my favorite color. Oh, it's so pretty. So the style of this, I think, is called the Kim. Yes, and this is the smallest one. I think it's like 9 inches. Like I said, I like smaller bags because I don't have to carry around a ton of stuff with me. So if you know anything about handbags, you probably recognize this as an inspired style to a particularly very expensive high-end fashion house. Yes, the style is inspired, but it's not trying to directly knock it off. It's still its like own thing. It doesn't look cheap. And this shade of pink is absolutely perfect. This is my shade of pink. So I am definitely absolutely obsessed with the color of this. I can tell it's got the same quality as my other one. So inside we've got the crossbody strap. So it is a very similar style to the one I already have, which I will hold up here. As you can see, I really like this style. They both have little feeties on the bottom, which I appreciate because it'll help keep the leather nice on the bottom if you set it down on the floor or whatever. And I will say I am overall pretty careless. Like, I don't baby my bags. I don't want to baby my bags. So a little bit about the Teddy Blake brand is their thing is they are super high quality, Italian made leather bags. They share a lot of the factories that some of the big fashion houses use. Essentially, you're getting the same quality as a lot of those brands at a fraction of the price. My two Teddy Blakes definitely feel more high-end and luxurious than like my Michael Kors or Kate Spade that I'm gonna share here in a little bit. Obviously, I can't speak for this one yet, but I am very excited to use it, and I'm sure it's gonna be a pretty similar user experience as my other one. So if you are in the market for a new bag, maybe for spring or summer, which is why I picked this one out, make sure you check out the Teddy Blake website. It is going to be in my description box. They are running a big spring sale right now. They have tons of different styles, shapes, colors, and I do have a coupon code for an extra $30 off. And that is going to be TB Miss Annie 30. I'm going to put it on the screen here too, as well in the description box. Again, that is going to be an extra $30 off of whatever the sale price already is on the bag. All right, and now I'm going to talk about the other bags in my collection, talk about pros and cons, what I look for, and how I organize them. So obviously, first up, I'm going to talk about my Ava bag from Teddy Blake that I've had for over 2 years now. This is my go-to everyday bag. I absolutely love it. Currently, I have in here pretty much what I keep with me every single day, minus my phone. So I am going to be switching out from this one to my new one. So I'll start pulling everything out of here. I will say the first thing that I'm noticing that I'm missing already from this one to the new one is this back pocket here. I love this pocket because you can just slip your phone in it and it's on hand for you. I hate rifling through my bag when my phone is ringing or going off. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. So I definitely have a solid appreciation for an external pocket on my purses that can hold my phone. So it is the bigger size phone, so I do like to make sure that I have room for this large Pop-Tart phone in all of my purses. This style of bag I think is still a little bit more practical than the new one I got. Another key characteristics in my bag that I look for are 2 different ways to grab it. So I like a cross-body strap on it for obviously walking around hands-free, but I also like a top handle or a strap or some sort of thing so I can just like grab it really quickly or put it like on my wrist if I've got, you know, bags of groceries or whatever I'm doing. I like to have the either or option. I will say I don't really like do the clasps on this. I kind of just leave it. It does have a magnetic closure, so you don't really have to like do these up every single time. It just like snaps shut, so you don't really have to worry about it. So I'm gonna take all my junk out of here. And one of the key factors that I will say that I like about my Teddy Blake bag versus like the Michael Kors and Kate Spade is the inside is suede. The other ones that I have are just like fabric lined, and I feel like they get dirty pretty easily. I feel like the suede is just more durable and it doesn't look as gross as like the fabric lining gets, and it just feels like fancier. So I really like that suede interior. I've never cleaned this. I have never done really anything to maintain it, and it has very little wear and tear. Like I said, you can see a little bit on the back pocket. There's a little bit of discoloration going on, just probably from me putting my phone in and out of that pocket. But otherwise, there is no damage to the glazing. There's no stitches coming undone. There's no color transfer. There's no large marks or scuffs. It didn't get particularly wrinkled or anything. And for as much as I hold it by the handle, I can't see any dirt marks or like discoloration on the handle, which is pretty surprising, especially it being this lighter color. So I can definitely say this is a tried and true handbag in my collection. So obviously this is my #1 recommended small everyday handbag. Next, I have my Michael Kors Mercer, I think this one is. I do have a full video talking about this bag in in-depth review. Same with the other one I'm about to show, so I'm not gonna go into like insane detail. I would say this is probably my second favorite bag. You can see that it checks off a lot of the same boxes that I said that I looked for. So it does have a crossbody strap. I just don't have it on here right now. And it has the top handles. It does have this like middle zip pocket, which is what I use to put my phone in, so I can easily grab it. I don't zip it. I just keep it like that. And then obviously the other two sides fit a fair amount of things in it. This I have had for probably close to 5 years now. And again, it's held up pretty well. There is no real interior lining in this. It's just like the other side of the leather, I guess. But it does come in a ton of different colors. I think you can get it on Amazon. If I find it on there, I'm gonna link it below. Obviously, black goes with everything, so typically I'll use this one like in the fall and winter, and then I have been using the Teddy Blake one in spring and summer. And if you've noticed my cute little purse tassels here, I do make these and sell them in my Etsy shop. I have tons of different colors and styles, so if you're interested in adding a little tassel doodad to your bag, check the description box to my Etsy shop. And then the other bag I have in my collection is this one from Spade. I believe I bought this last year. Maybe it was 2 years ago. I'm not entirely sure. But I will say this is my least used in my collection. The color is really pretty. It's more, I think, neon than it's showing up on camera. It's set up very similar to the Michael Kors one, where it's got the middle pocket with the zipper and then the two on the sides. Obviously it comes with a crossbody strap. I think this is called the Margaux Mini. I do think you can still buy it on the Spade website, just not in this color. Honestly, I feel like this has more space than I actually need in my purses. And again, for being like my least used bag in my collection, I had a fair amount of color transfer on this. I did clean it not too long ago with, I think it's Apple Guard or Apple something. It's a really good leather purse cleaner. I'll leave it in the description below. But I had a lot of like black marks all over this. The handles are definitely a little bit more scuffed up. So this hasn't really held up the best to like standard wear and tear. But overall, it's a cute bag. I really like the color. It's fun for summer. There is extra pockets in the middle compartment too. There's like a card holder section and like this little flat pocket. So lots of storage, which is great, but I don't even feel like I utilize that stuff. I kind of just like always throw my stuff in like the biggest compartments. I don't usually use the smaller pockets because I'll forget about it. Anytime I put something in a smaller pocket, I'm gonna forget about it. I also do have a dedicated video for this bag that I made a couple years ago when I got it, so that'll give you more information if you're interested in it. I'll link that below, as well as the one about the Michael Kors Mercer. And now I'm going to move on to bag organization. So I'm gonna switch over to my new Teddy Blake bag, and I'm just gonna share with you guys how I generally keep these organized and use them on an everyday basis. Basically, I keep a small handful of things in here, not to say I don't end up with a lot of random floaters, like receipts and coins and that jazz, but I try to keep everything pretty well contained. So first off, I have my wallet, which I think I'm actually gonna switch out for my new bag as well. And then I always just keep a pouch of essentials. I always keep some chapstick. I've got some earplugs. I have very sensitive ears. I've got some hand sanitizer. I've got a container of some pills. I've got a little mirror, a Band-Aid, a pad of notepaper, just like anything that I might need on a spur of the moment. But I usually don't go beyond this. Sometimes I'll throw like a lipstick or a lip gloss in my bag, but I don't carry like a bunch of makeup. I like to keep it pretty bare bones, so I'm not just carrying stuff all the time that I don't need. So I am gonna go ahead and take off these purse charms I had in here. Like I said, I do make a bunch of these tassels. So if you want one for your bag, check out the description box. This is a Nezuko from Demon Slayer, if you watch anime at all. So I always like decorating my purses with some cute little charms and whatnot, just to give it a little extra personality. So, alright, here's my new guy. I'm gonna take the little nugget off here. Pretty much blends right in with my bench here. So I'm not gonna switch out this little compact bag here. I actually made this. This is from the Dollar Tree, I think, and then I just did some cool vinyl decals on it. Cherry blossoms, so the pink fits with the pink. We're in the spring month, so kind of is a vibe. But I am going to switch my wallet. I think I'm going to switch over to this Victoria's Secret wallet here. I got this really cheap on clearance a couple of years ago. I'm gonna put my cash in the big pouch. All right, so in the front card pockets, obviously I put my driver's license and my most used debit card, so those are in there. And then in the larger pocket, I just like to keep cash, and then like rewards cards, gift cards, any other sort of card that I'm not like reaching for all the time, and coins will go in there. But otherwise I really like external pockets on not only my purse but wallet too, just so things are so much easier to grab. There's still comfortably a good amount of room in there. So my phone does fit in here, but like I said, it just doesn't have that convenient external pocket that my other one has. So then otherwise I have my mask in here, and then my sunglasses, and all of that comfortably fits in here. I still have room for my keys, and I could fit probably a few other things in here if I wanted to. And then how I use my other one, like I said, I kind of just left the flap open all the time. I don't live in like a highly populated area anymore where I'm like worried about pickpocketing. Obviously, if you live in a big city, you want something that has good closure. Oh, and these little guys twist. That's so cute. That's like so unique. I've never seen a bag like that. So these little guys twist to latch shut. So that is secure. Like nobody's getting in there. All right, you guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you're still watching, that means you liked it. So please make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're in the market for a new bag, make sure you check out the Teddy Blake website. Use my coupon code for an extra $30 off. If you are new here, my standard content is usually home decor and DIY project related. So if you're into any of that kind of lifestyle content, make sure you are subscribed. Thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of time with me here today. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.